Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be working with the Floral Charm Suite of products. This is part of the designer series paper. It does come 12 by 12. I cut mine down to 4 by 6. It also includes the Charming Day bundle. So you have the stamp set, which is a cling, and the dies, and it also has this beautiful petal pink ribbon. It's called the braided trim, and these sparkly, charming shimmer faceted dots. So these all come in the suite together. We're going to be using all of these products over a course of like I think 7-8 days, because I'm gonna have a whole series on using 4 by 6 piece of designer series paper to make your card designs. Okay, so before we get started on our project today, of course, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. We have our Sweeter With You paper pumpkin kit that's going to make 8 cards featuring sun-kissed strawberries and breezy gingham. Garden green is the classic stamping spot. Circle of Season add-on dies are available for $12. The item number is 167277, and they're going to coordinate with July, August, and September paper pumpkin kits. And I do have a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so. We have our Stampin' Rewards program where you earn 10% on all orders $20 or more, excluding tax and shipping. You redeem your rewards on future orders. You track and save your rewards in your online Stampin' Up account, and your rewards do expire after 12 months of the earning date, okay? Lastly, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed full of new and used, all retired Stampin' Up products. I'm asking just $30 for each box. Shipping is included. If you're interested, email me at stampwithshawna@gmail.com. All right, that is all of our buzzworthy business for today. So let's get started on our project. First thing we're going to do is stamp our sentiment. And we're going to use Mossy Meadow. And we're stamping Thanks for Being You. I'm going to stamp it right here. My Mossy Meadow looks like it needs to be re-inked. Let's see. Okay. We'll use the first one because the second one has a little halo. So I have a circle die here. This comes from the, what are these? Stylish Shapes die. So I think it's the second. Oh, I might be able to get away with using this one. That's the second smallest, I think. It's the second or the third. So let's get our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we're going to die cut this sentiment. Okay, so now we have our sentiment all die cut out. We're done with that part. I went ahead and stamped the inside of the card. This is 3.5 by 4 3/4 on basic white. And we're gonna do some coloring. I stamped the floral image from the stamp set. And I have some Stampin' Blends here. This is light Calypso Coral. And then we have the Cajun Craze light and dark. So I'm gonna start with the Cajun Craze. I need to start with the dark though. And we're going to do the center of this flower. That's going to be Cajun Craze, the dark, and then we're going to get the light Cajun Craze and go around just like this. The light doesn't look too much lighter than the dark, but it is. Then we're going to take our Calypso Coral and blend it out here. My dark Calypso Coral is dried out. I didn't know that. So I need to get a new one. This, I feel like it needs one more layer of color. Then we're gonna do Old Olive Light for our leaves here. kind of too light, I think. So let's see about this Old Olive Dark. To go right here for the stems. And we will lighten that back up a little bit with the light to blend it better. Okay, so that's the coloring done. So now we're gonna go ahead and adhere this to the inside of our card. Well, not to the inside. I have a layer of mossy metal, and it is 5 by 3 3/4. And we're gonna just layer this on, just like that. Okay, so next we are going to start on our card. So I have some petal pink that we're gonna put on our card base of thick basic white that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this petal pink, because I didn't write it down, looks to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we're gonna just adhere this down to our card base. I'm thinking I probably should have stamped or embossed this layer. Thinking that now, after I've already, I knew that was going down crooked, I could tell. Come up. Okay, let's go ahead and put our inside in, since that is done. I'm just gonna sit that right here in the middle. Okay, so now back to our designer series paper. I told you it's 4 by 6, and we are gonna be using one 4 by 6 piece, however this was together, and I cut it in half. This particular one I cut in half, and to get 3 by 4. And then I layered one piece onto some mossy metal that was 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. And we are going to use the back side of the second piece, okay? So let's go ahead and put some adhesive on this piece here. And we're going to put it right here at the top, slant it like that. So then we're going to take this piece and we're going to add some of our trim on here, our petal pink trim. Oh, nope. First, we're going to add some glue. Let me get my liquid glue. We need to put some glue on the back of this because I need to add this first. Happy I remembered that because I would have been trying to tuck it in later. So we're going to add this right here, like so. Then we're going to take our trim that I've gone ahead and cut and put a piece of tearing tape on the back. And we're going to just add this right across our little card piece here. And we're going to trim this off because we don't want it hanging too far over, but just a little bit. So we're going to have a little bit hanging on both sides. Okay. So this is like a braided trim, and you could unbraid it if you want to use it on there like that. And let's go ahead and glue this down. And this one we're going to put on, do I want to do it straight or little cattywampus? No, I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn it just a little bit. Just a little bit like that, okay? Then we're going to take a circle of mossy metal here that was cut out with the die right above this one. And we are going to add our sentiment to that piece. Just like this. Then we're going to get some Stampin' Dimensionals and pop this up over our ribbon. So I want to put it about right here. So I'm going to put my dimensionals there so I won't put it on the ribbon. So we're going to just use 2 dimensionals. And we're going to pop our sentiment up right over that like that. Okay, and then the last thing we need to do is add some bling. So let me get our Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots that come in Petal Pink, Night of Navy, and Berry Burst. So we're going to get my Take Your Pick tool. And we're going to add a couple of these Petal Pink ones on. Whoop, did I pick it up? Nope. I'm going to put one up here. Maybe one right there. Okay. And that is our card done. Isn't that cute? So this can be stepped up even more, like I said, with stamping a background or embossing that background layer. But that is our card for today. That's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.